One. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Toonkind D&D game. This one is Bevin's Birthday Bash, part 1. Specifically, open invitation. But rather than starting at the site of the birthday, we are going to start somewhere else. This is going to be a little roundabout. And before we do that, let's introduce everyone from top to bottom, who you are and what character you're playing.
All right. Hello. I am Talatala, and I will be playing Amber Pyreson today, our little pyromaniac artificer. And her box. Can't forget them.
Very important.
Hi. My name's Avi. I almost called myself my character.
McKinney confirmed.
I have to leave right now immediately.
Goodbye.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But yes, I will be playing Arata Satomi. I'm playing Arata Satomi, who today is in a skirt and she, her pronouns, but really, she'll eat the pronouns.
Right. Protein.
I am Oatmeal, and today I will be playing the professor who, real kind man, looks human, but as the rest of the party knows now, he is an alien.
Alien man.
Hello, I am Mira, and today, I am playing Sammy Satomi, who is following their sister and going by they, them pronouns today.
Hi, my name is Magic, and I'm playing a funky goat man called Seeker.
Yep. And I think that's about it. I welcome you all once again.
Very excited.
Oh, right, I'm Wick. Whoops. We are going to start off not at the birthday location and not at the House of Paint just yet. Instead, we are going to start off because not everyone stayed in the House of Paint. One person did not. So we are going to start with the professor.
Okay.
Who I'm assuming went back to the ellipsis, and it is now the morning.
That's correct. Well.
How's the morning? How's it going? It's like, I don't know. It's earlier morning. This is gonna be like a brunch thing, so.
Yeah, it's, he got enough sleep. He definitely, was looking at that thing that he got yesterday. Just, that sure is something, huh? And,
yeah.
And, I think if, assuming, because he brought, Mitmat with him, assuming they are still, present in the ellipsis, he is going to ask them, to please, stay in the ellipsis, partially for their safety, but also because one of their backup plans involves using the ellipsis as shelter, and someone needs to be able to open the door from the inside.
That is very good planning. Very smart on you, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
Except Mitmat is not here.
Gosh Dang it. Well, then, that plan is out the window. That was what he was gonna do, but that is apparently not gonna happen. Well,
Unfortunately,
yeah, but
you have gotten up and they are nowhere to be found.
fantastic. No, but early in the morning, he's got his things together, and he. The most logical thing to do, I think, would just be to make his way back to the House of Paint. And I think, if I may jump cut there, he will, I guess, go up and knock on the door.
Meanwhile, within the House of Paint, is everyone awake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Arata. I think Arata is probably like up at this point. Has decided before getting out of like whatever rooming, and has decided to he's going to wear a skirt today.
Nice.
She is unstoppable.
Unless someone woke her up, Amber is still sleeping.
I will say Seeker has been awake for a bit. As soon as Arata had come out, he had like instantly gotten up, sort of looked the outfit over, and pulled like a thing of lipstick out of his bag. To hand to Sammy. Not Sammy, to hand to Arata.
She takes it.
It's black lipstick.
Ooh.
Oh
Perfect.
I will say Sammy is in the kitchen. They are cooking right now.
God. I will
That you
mention.
cooking.
Pancakes!
Yay!
I'm actually just gonna really quickly roll to see if they end up stuck to the ceiling again. And with 9 plus what is your survival, honey? Plus 5, I say they do not. Because
would
that
say
is a
so,
14.
Now I want pancakes.
Whoops.
Handshake.
But yeah, they are flipping pancakes right now.
God.
All right.
So,
I'm just
So
is
here's
everybody awake?
everyone except Amber.
Okay.
Oh,
Or she's just chilling by the couch.
God.
All right.
All right. But if the door does open, sorry, if the professor knocks on the door, I have a brain cell. Don't worry. If there is in fact a knock at the door, I think while Sammy is cooking, Arata will go open it.
Mm-hmm. He is there, and he smiles and says, "What was it we agreed on? Maroon?"
Maroon,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you?
still thinking about that one.
Fine.
Are you gonna let the professor in?
She comes in the door and gives him that look. You know the look.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, he comes inside, and he does not have the jar with him, and I don't think he has the the rug with him either, because if Matt is not there, yeah, good question. Was the rug there? In the ellipsis still?
Well, we'll say yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
The jar and the rug were still there.
Yeah. Can he ask the rug to stay and man the door?
I would say you get, like, a cute little salute with one of the tassels.
Incredible. Okay.
I hold the rug so soft.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Alright, so the professor appears as he always does. He doesn't seem to have any, like, extra supplies or anything with him. And he says, you look nice today.
Thanks. It just felt, like one of those days. Also, so, I'm going to be trying to pull a fast one, slash when Nakabe comes around. Please refer to me by she, her pronouns. It will throw him off.
Absolutely, of course.
Crying.
Sammy waves from the kitchen and cheerfully says, "I'm going by they them pronouns." He is wearing a yellow dress, a little yellow, not little because he's 6 feet, but he is wearing a yellow sundress.
All right.
And has his hair up.
Good morning, and he'll give you a little salute.
He waves the They wave the spatula. Gosh dang it!
It's gonna happen so many times during this game. Should I wake Amber up?
Probably.
Alright, Arata goes over and gives Amber a gentle nudge on the shoulder.
She does that cat wake up noise, like, what?
Oh.
What time is it?
What time is it?
Morning.
About that time.
It's breakfast time.
I made pancakes!
Oh, okay.
Also, I think there's some chicory wood. Is chicory a wood?
She is shot right back up at that. I'm up.
Yeah, there's some chicory wood in the cabinet. Hey, Arata, can you get me some of that for Amber?
Yeah, I got it. He's heading over to the kitchen. Fuck!
Alright, I guess with that, Amber is getting up, neatly folding the blanket, setting it down on one corner of the couch, and heading over to the kitchen.
There's a huge stack of pancakes on the counter. with a pile of plates for people to stack as many pancakes as they want on their plate, or the chicory wood, if they so desire.
Amber is beelining for the chicory wood, but she does take one single pancake and just holds it over box, who opens up before she drops it in, and then they close back up.
Oh, it's cute!
Oh gosh.
Box are beloved.
I will say, while Arata some pancakes for herself, she does have this look on her face like she's laughing at an inside joke.
I just got the joke. Gosh dang it.
Amber has a -1 to insight. She doesn't get that.
God. Detective pancakes. Anyway.
Seeker will grab a few pancakes and, like a degenerate, shove one in his mouth while he's walking over to the table.
I will say that the flour was made by flour that Sammy did grind himself, so Seeker should be safe.
Good.
The professor will. Oh, yeah, continue.
Well, I'm just saying, Sammy would probably have like a little bit of like a bag of flour that he's ground up himself because he's with his last level up, he has found a joy in cooking.
Yay!
Yeah.
The professor will grab a few pancakes, not a lot, and go sit down, I guess. So, did everybody?
Time exactly?
Hmm?
Oh, you first.
Did everybody get sufficient rest? Because I expect we'll need it.
Arata gives you a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, mouth full of chipmunk style, full of pancake with jam covered on top, just kind of nods and very muffled says, "Wrong, we're succeeded."
What?
He swallows. Long rest succeeded.
Oh! Very good.
I woke up a bit earlier than expected. I think I had one of those weird stress dreams. You know the ones.
Oh. Did you,
Sammy looks at Seeker and hands him another pancake.
Thank you. Seeker shoves the pancake in his mouth.
Well, and Amber clearly got some sleep, so he just sort of looks like...
Hey, I'm 11. Cut me some slack.
That wasn't a criticism!
You're young, you need to sleep.
I just have the mental image of Sammy choking on their next bite of pancake. This is a reminder at how old how old Amber is.
I guess I'm Amber Kinney now.
College behind real.
The professor puts his head in his hand and he says, Mid-Mat flew the coop, apparently, while I was asleep, so they may show up later.
I hope they're okay.
So do I. Did they leave a note or anything, or?
No, they usually don't. I mean, they come and go as they please, but I was really hoping that they would stay put just for today, but it seems not. And knowing them as much as I do, it is not unlikely that they will make an appearance. I only hope they'll stay out of the way, you know? I don't want them to try to get Nakabe again.
And then get hurt.
Yes.
We'll keep an eye out for Mid-Mat then.
Yes. Y'all wanna roll insight?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, let's roll. Let's go.
It almost fell off the table. That is. I can do mental.
Oh,
math.
that is a good omen. That is a good omen.
Uh-oh. Huh?
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Was a nat one.
That is a
Beautiful.
That is 17.
Oh my
The
God.
siblings have the
Oh my
same
god,
score.
Okay. Oh god. Okay, so Arata and Sammy, you are way too busy like just thinking about your practical joke on Nakabe and the food that you absolutely do not notice. On the other hand, Seeker and Amber, you easily pick up that the professor is like not as peppy as usual, and he is in fact like he's had a pancake, but like he's like really just picking at his food. He's not. You get the feeling like he's not hungry because like, you know, he's too anxious or something.
Stress?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Bitmat's tough. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Well, it's not just...
Now eat your food. Your old man bones need the energy.
He does actually laugh at that.
I think Sammy is choking on their pancake again.
Arata looks like Arata's trying very hard not to laugh.
Oh, you're one to talk. And he points a finger at Amber.
Hey, I'm eating.
Oh, don't think I didn't notice that you were burning a little dimmer yesterday.
That was because of the weather. I have food.
You were indoors.
I mean, when you're sick, do you suddenly stop getting sick when you walk indoors?
So you're not
I don't-
okay?
She pauses like, wait, I didn't mean to say that. That's her to look.
Oops.
I think we'll unpack that later.
The professor shrugs and says, "I don't get sick."
Wish that were me.
I'm sorry, the way you said that thing to me, I don't need friends, they just...
Sammy just kind of looks over at Amber and goes, if you're feeling unwell or something's bothering you, just let us know, okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Sammy's gonna roll insight on that.
Oh, right on ahead.
Alright, what does a 14 get him? Them.
Yeah, she's telling the truth. After that FPS last night, this is probably the best she's been feeling in since winter began.
Ooh.
I do the finger guns.
Hey.
Sammy just kind of looks at Amber, and kind of just like concern clearly written on their face, and then just kind of quietly nods. Okay. But seriously, if you're not feeling good or anything, just let us know, okay? This goes for now or even in the future. We're your friends, and we care about you.
Yeah, I get it. You want us saps. I'll tell you if I'm not feeling well.
Thanks.
That reminds me, I wanted to... This... If... if we... If any of you wants to back out of the plan, this would be the time to do so.
I'm not backing out.
I mean, we got this far.
Might as well see it through to the end.
Yeah.
I still want to kill Nakabe, too.
I think Sammy's choking on their last bite of pancake.
I am wearing heeled boots. I'm going to kick him.
If Seeker is sitting close by to Sammy, kind of like pat him on the back.
And Seeker, you're committed as well?
Oh yes, definitely.
All right. And he sort of like distractedly like draws some like shape on the table with his finger, and then he says, "There's something else." He says, "This could go very. I mean, you know this, but this could go very, very badly, and if it would, if it were to happen, there might be somebody who had a last message for you all. That is to say, not our Bevin, but a Bevin bids you all goodbye."
I feel like there's like a pause as everybody just kind of like looks at each other like, what?
Me Magic has no idea what's going on. What?
Yeah.
What?
Hello?
What the transmission, my beloved. Anyway.
Again, roll an intelligence save to see if she understands that at all.
Sammy rolled a whiz save because I feel like he kind of cottoned on to the fact of this might go really badly, and there is an alternate Bevin, because Toonkind, they kind of are able to. Sometimes meeting an alternate self is
That's a concept, yeah.
a concept that Toons can run into. So I feel like he doesn't need to roll intelligence, but yeah, that was a whiz save. He got a 12. His shading goes purple as he goes, "Oh. Okay."
Okay, so there's your good roll. He got a 19 on an intelligence check. Sorry, she.
Well,
I played myself.
you recall that, well, I mean, you've had several conversations with the professor where he has brought up that he is, in fact, a time traveler. And that kind of helps you put some of the dots together.
And I think Arata kind of just like pauses. I'm pretty sure by now he's probably finished his breakfast, her breakfast, and oh, words, oh please. She kind of takes a deep breath and she goes, it's a Bevin, but it doesn't have Bevin. Like I said yesterday, we gotta be prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Yes.
We're gonna look out for our Bevin, okay? He says that out loud to the group at large.
Sammy kind of takes a steadying breath, and their shading turns orange instead of purple, and he nods. They nod.
The professor nods in agreement, and says very quietly, for the record, they are okay now.
But that doesn't mean that they were okay originally. So we're going to make sure that they're okay
Originally.
now.
Yes. Yes. No, that is what today is about.
Arata doesn't like these rancid vibes. She takes a deep breath and she just... Alright, guys. Game face is on. We're gonna come out of this alive.
Mm-hmm.
I have said it. I have spoken it into existence. Words.
Okay.
We will be okay at the end of this. Us and Bevin and everyone else included. Except maybe Nakabe, we'll see when we get there.
I feel like as Arata is saying this, Sammy just kind of puts their hand out into the middle of the table and goes, yeah. And he's kind of they're looking at all of you kind of expectantly.
Mm-hmm.
Team huddle!
Yeah. The professor puts his hand in, and what Arata said drew more of a smile from him, and he looks at Seeker and says, well, we are the protagonists of this little story. It would be quite something if we didn't succeed in the end.
Say that, you're going to jinx us all.
Stop.
Knock on wood. Peter puts his hand in the middle of the table.
Arata also puts her hand in.
Well, Amber picks up box, sets on the table, and they both put their hands in.
Let's make sure that Bevin's birthday is the best birthday they've ever had.
Agreed.
3, 2, 1, break!
Break!
Yeah! And unless anyone has anything else to add, I was wondering if we could just do the break, and then there's like a quick change scene to the
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
to like right outside the party.
I am
Yes.
cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And right now it is a pretty nice day out. You know, it's winter, but it's not very cold today. And there are plenty of tunes milling about. It is before noon, but not super early. You guys had gotten ready and eaten beforehand, but all of you, with the help of with a poster, I'm not going to make you roll to go find the park. There are plenty of parks in Toontown. We don't have time for that. So instead, you guys get to the appropriate park. And, I will have you all roll perception, if you would like.
Oh boy, perception check.
Boy, would I!
Go!
Yeah. My dice are not liking me right now. Holy crap.
That's a 7, baby!
21.
17.
No, that's
Seeker.
5. 10.
Oh, that is not what I meant to type.
That's an 11.
It is. Yes.
I know what you meant, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my brain. Okay. Let's see. All right, so 7, 21, 10, 11. So, okay. Maybe it's the hustle and bustle of the place, but Amber, Professor, and Sammy, the three of you, I mean, You see, it's a park. I mean, it does have a few people milling about, but the action seems to be closer to the center of the park. You can see more people are gathering, but you can't quite make out some of them, or at least not from the distance that you're at right now. But as for you, Seeker, and Arata, the two of you notice that the majority of people that are in the center are people that you know. If you squint hard enough, you can kind of tell that you can recognize some individuals. There seems to be... I gotta get the guest list out. Should I have had this out before? Yes. Did I? No. Okay. From what you can see, you guys can see a familiar purple lion with curly hair. They seem to have... Yeah! They seem to have something on their back. Wait, no, that's someone? You're not quite sure. But you can also spot a familiar older woman in a red coat, as well as the twins, the fencing twins. But you also see a certain stuffed teddy bear talking with someone you don't quite recognize. But then you can also see a familiar mime and the one, the only, Bevin. So that's all the people.
Bevin, our beloved.
And actually, Bev is wearing a different outfit. Let me go grab that ref.
Eyes emoji.
Oh, whoa.
It looks like that they have a little costume on.
Oh, they look so cute.
They're a cute little princess here. They've got some little fairy wings and some flowers, and they're just, I don't know, they look pretty jazzed.
Aw.
And
I'm holding them so soft.
and I mean, I'm not going to post everybody's ref because you know everybody. Except I will say for the two that rolled higher perception, the other person that you see that is speaking with Connie is this one, is a blue UPAN woman. In a formal-looking dress. And something hanging by her hip. And anyway, you guys are at the party!
Party!
Party time!
The moment Arata spots Bevin, I think she kind of gets the rest of the group's attention and like gestures in their direction. She is making her way over to Bevin.
So is Sammy. Sammy is fighting the urge to Neum.
Yep.
Hold on, I want to see. I'm gonna roll. Oh yes. So about maybe halfway or more, as you guys are kind of running over. Bev kind of turns around and spots you guys. Guys,
Bevin.
Arata throws his arms open.
They kind of just stand there for a moment. You want a hug?
Yeah, sure, if you don't mind.
They look just a little bashful, but then they go and give you a hug.
watch out. Sammy's
Big,
coming
tight
in
hug.
from the side. They are hugging both of you.
Great big hug.
Suddenly, group hug.
Like, I just have the mental image that basically Sammy wrapped both Arata and Bevin into a hug and lifted them up a tiny bit off the ground and just kind of wiggled them back and forth a tiny bit before setting them back down.
Oh.
Just because,
And
he's so happy.
I'm happy you guys can make it.
Yeah, we would have missed it for the world.
That's good. I've missed seeing you guys.
We've missed you
Yeah.
too. I think our mail's been being intercepted.
Mail? Yeah, I sent you guys stuff. Did you not get it?
No. We
It's
didn't.
a long story.
Oh.
Somebody's been stealing them.
Oh.
They kind of just frown.
Don't worry,
Is
we're
that like
working
a crime
on.
to steal mail?
It was
We're-
to be fair, I think they were trying to they meant well by it. Supposedly they were trying to they were doing it to protect you by keeping your whereabouts unknown to just about everybody.
Wait, you guys didn't know I was staying with the doctor?
And they kind of gesture over to that blue UPA-an woman, who at hearing doctor comes over.
Yeah, the professor looks over and smiles and waves, but says, "We knew you were staying with somebody, with what, a psychologist? Is that right?"
A guardian.
It's a psychiatrist.
Ah,
And she holds out her hand. Dr. Angeline de Buisson. It is nice to meet you.
it's nice to meet you too.
She kind of takes a look at all of you. So this was the group that helped you before, isn't it? And she turns to Bev, who nods. Good. You all look lovely. And she gives a little smile.
Seeger gives a grin back.
Sammy's
Nice to
just
meet
gonna
you.
roll insight real quick
Oh, on what?
on the psychiatrist.
Could you please type out her name?
Oh, sorry. Let me do that. And then... Yeah, please.
Also, Wick, Sammy is going to use his overture ability, which is either mimic, read, or break.
Okay.
And basically, with the action read, he is paying close attention to the way to what the doctor is saying, and if he makes an insight roll and on it's a 15 or higher. Okay, on a roll 10 to higher, you get 10 to 15. You get the general gist of their immediate thoughts and feelings. And he got a type pecker. Oh, sorry, I was in the wrong window. He got a 13.
Okay.
So he gets the general gist of their immediate thoughts and feelings.
All right. Immediate thoughts, feelings. I mean, she seems to regard the group of you as allies. of some sort. I guess because, they're both this group and her are trying to, take care of Bev, especially under pressing circumstances. But I suppose there is also... What else is there? There seems to be a bit of tension and uncertainty. Otherwise, what she has said is true.
All right. Sammy kind of mildly relaxes as they look at the doctor.
The professor goes moves to offer his hand to Dr. Angeline Dupuissant, and he says, "It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm the professor."
Ah, a professor. Professor of what?
A few things, mainly horology these days. Timekeeping.
She nods slowly.
Mm-hmm. Does she shake his hand or not?
She does.
Okay. He is not pulling his trick. But,
okay, I was worried for a hot second.
Yeah, nah. He's not doing that. But he does sort of. He gives her a look over, and his eyes widen at the thing that she has with her, and he says, "That's quite the intriguing accessory you have there."
She kind of furrows her brows. Exes? Oh, that. It's nothing really to be concerned about. It's merely for a protection. And she gives a polite smile.
All right. He sort of tilts his head like, that's plausible enough. Oh gosh. I'm gonna the professor moves to do something, and I'm gonna offer you guys the chance to stop him if you figure out what he's gonna do. So would you all please roll I think insight on the professor once more.
Okay.
Hello?
That's an
Oh
idea.
boy,
Sammy got a 12.
that's a one.
I also have
F.
to
I gotta
Hold on,
have
I have
block
to-
roll. Why not?
find stats for things. Yep. And
Gets a
what is
17.
you said insight? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a type perfect to go. Wait, who should I also roll as the doctor and or Bev?
No, you have no idea.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't roll it yet.
Yeah, no, you
Cool.
don't have to roll anything. Only the other players. So what did y'all get? Give me a
I got a 1, Box got a 17.
fantastic.
I got an 8.
I got a 19.
Sammy got a 12.
Okay, so I think the only person, the DC was 10, so I think the only person who didn't pass was Amber? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, the rest of you can see that what he is gearing up to do is break the news. Like, you can see on his face, he is about to just straight up tell the doctor and Bevin what they know and what they think is going to happen today. So I offer you this opportunity.
What?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Avi?
Yeah, what?
Arata latches on to the professor's elbow and kind of just like, yo.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold up.
Yeah, he does stop and look at you.
She did not think this far ahead.
He looks a little, he looks questioning at you, like, what is it?
Sammy, I feel like Sammy notices this too, and like Sammy kind of like nudges the professor with an elbow and goes, "Maybe not around a bunch of people," he says in an undertone.
The professor,
Say.
yeah, the professor looks like reluctant, but nods. And so that is a thing that has happened that hopefully not a lot of other people have noticed. But anyway.
I think Seeker is just going to sort of slide in front, hold a hand out to the doctor and go, well, it's very nice to meet you. You may call me Seeker. Hold hand out for a handshake.
Oh. The doctor gives a handshake.
Yeah, handshake.
Oh, and from this point on, you can just call her Dr. Angeline. Just to make it easier on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as you give your handshake and whatnot, another person comes up to all of you, and it's Connie.
Sammy's shading goes immediately first sky blue and then very quickly shifts to a very bright happy yellow as they turn to Connie and go, "Ah, Dr. Connie."
Oh, I'm not doctor yet.
Oh, right. Next Connie.
That's quite all right.
Also,
Hello.
I hate to interrupt, but could I ask for a break? Just...
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot. I was gonna say that break. I need to use the restroom, and also
We can take a break.
let's take a break for I don't know, maybe about 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
possibly longer.
Okay.
Just let us know.
I will be back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back.
I'm just gonna vibe here.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's Connie?
Connie is the therapist just to share the office with Plant. Connie kicked Plant out.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, although Plant did seem to hurt them a little bit.
Not good.
No.
Good.
Yeah, they're a big teddy bear. I forget if they're I think they're Toonkind?
Think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think they're Muppet born, so yeah, Toonkind. But yeah, big plush bear.
By the way, I was reading the Walnut Gallery and I just saw what like said about the fucking professor of what and
Okay. Who?
Oh gosh.
Aren't you a little too young to be a detective?
Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna duck out for a sec. Burp for a minute.
Alright.
Ba-dow. I'm back. Abby?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Talk wasn't anything serious. She literally could have just texted me to take the dog tonight. What? Huh? I don't know what that means. What is... Alele?
It's
I don't know what that means.
it's Camille's catchphrase.
Hold on, I need to make an Olo voice, because I haven't actually had to voice them out loud yet. Alele. There we go. That's as close as I'm getting.
Hey, Lele.
Also, I picked up cookies while I was downstairs.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm back.
I got some ginger snaps. Hi.
Yum.
I think it's very soft right now. We're out here giving JJ a fun time with what do you call it? With
Transcribing.
transcribing.
Oh, yeah, also, the name of that, the doctor, I will, I looked up, listen, so, like, Wick uses a lot of important, imagery, especially in, like, names and stuff, so I looked up, what their, what the doctor's name means, and Angelique is, just it. I don't know. I didn't actually look up that specifically, but de Poisson, I was like, well, that's got to mean something, and it does. It means of power. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, it sure does.
Yeah, and I will note, like, if you want me to, like, roll intelligence or something, I absolutely can, but the professor is the sort of person who would have noticed this.
Just because you went out of your way to look it up, you don't gotta roll for that.
Aha, thank you. So
You just suddenly,
yeah, this is a note that he has tucked away in his head.
I can't. My current prediction is point Dr. Angeline is going to kick ass. Either ours or someone else. But if it's someone else's, God bless.
Yeah. I will admit the
you want people to say alele?
What? What is that?
Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
It's a joke from one of the animes that another detective character in the Draft House is inspired by.
Yeah.
Conan?
Yes.
Yes, Detective Conan.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a.
We're just bullying Fletch.
It's the character's tick,
I
and
come
it's
back
become a
to
running
Oatmeal
joke.
going, to not Oatmeal, but Wick going, alale.
Oops.
Mira,
I was just reading it, I'm sorry.
Mira with Sammy Alele.
Was Sammy what?
Alele.
Alale. He's very confused. His dating is now gray. You're welcome.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
I'll say that the doctor's response to the question about the axe. No, not the axe. Sorry, it's not an axe. It appears to be a meat cleaver.
Yes.
Their response did not comfort me as much as I hoped it would. So, I was like, oh, I hope they have a really good explanation for this. Nah, they being vague about it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they just met you.
I know, but
Wait, they're carrying a meat cleaver? That's
Yes,
what that
they are.
was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think, yeah, we maybe
Oh.
forgot to say it, but it's in the pic.
Uh-huh. Speaking of which, is everyone back?
Mm-hmm.
Yambic.
Everyone settled in, ready for this party?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Then I think we can keep it going. I feel like right now we had pressed the pause button on this, and then we press play, and it just goes right back to, oh, Sammy!
Just Sammy is beaming down at Connie, just like, mixed Connie! I'm so glad to see you!
Oh, I'm very happy to see you too. I was invited by Dr. Angeline to attend the birthday.
Oh, so you know Dr. Angeline?
Oh, yes, she's my colleague. She is a psychiatrist, so it only makes sense.
Small world, I guess.
And Connie just kind of nods. But, I'd like to say that Bev kind of chirps up.
Come on, let's go and sit at the table.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go. Arata's going to follow Bevin.
Seeker is also going to follow Bevin.
Go.
Suddenly, everyone follow.
You are not immune to baby.
I think the professor actually will try to, like, how many people are there around, and, like, if he hangs back, would he be able to get the doctor alone, or no?
Probably, or at the very least, you would get them and Connie. So, make of that what you will.
All right, I think he is going to try to do that, to hang back, and I think he makes eye contact with Dr. Is it Angelique?
Angeline.
Angeline, okay. With Dr. Angeline, and just sort of like makes a subtle motion, like, could we stop for a second?
Okay. So I would say pretty much all the others head over to the table.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep this brief, by the
meanwhile,
way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, you notice that before you made eye contact with the doctor had stopped Connie for a moment to say one or two things, and then that's when she caught your eye, or rather, you caught hers.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of heads over to you.
Yeah. He says, I feel it's important for you to know that we, all of us, have reason to believe that somebody will try to disrupt the party, and Bevin may be in danger. That is all I can say. That is all I am at liberty to say here.
She kind of blinks and then says, I understand, especially if you are concerned. However, we have many people to watch Bevin today, and nothing will disrupt this party.
Yeah, he, like, he does not seem comforted by this statement, but he
You want to roll insight if you'd like?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh Lord, I got a wait, the insight, that's even lower than my oh God, I got a 3.
Yeah, you are not very comforted by her response. You kind of take it that maybe they have things under control, but with your skepticism, you have a feeling that they're just being maybe overconfident.
Yeah.
Especially given what you know.
Yeah, that is his predilection. That is what he was inclined to think. Well, all right, then he doesn't look he doesn't look super comforted at this, but he does he looks a little skeptical, but he does nod and turn back and goes to join the rest of them.
As you do so, you are also met with Connie, who walks beside you and says, is everything okay? Are you not feeling well?
Oh, I'm fine. There's a dangerous person loose in Toontown. So I'm worried.
Ah. Well, that's understandable. But hopefully everything will be okay. And they kind of give a little, a bit of a nervous smile, but they seem to be hopeful.
Yeah, he smiles back and says, hopefully.
But now the three of you rejoin the others at the table. And currently you have Maya, Riley, and the twins, as well as Ruffles. And you realize now that that Silly is hanging onto the back of Ruffles. They are currently passed out. They're asleep. Because they're a bat. They're nocturnal. So, but on the table there seems to be a cake. There seem to be other little goodies. So there's like some breakfast-like food. There's also a couple of like lunch-ish things, but there are also like little sweets as well, such as like cupcakes and little loaf cakes and whatnot. It seems pretty nice.
So, Sammy, since they went on ahead, is rolling hammer space already, but he got a 1.
Oh no.
Oh, but I gotta pull up his fumble chart because I, like a dork, did not pull up his fumble chart. So let's see what he gets. That is a 16. What is a 16? He pulls out a handful of ticket stubs, and he looks at it very frustrated, and then that is another fumble. Okay.
Oh no.
He pulls out a set of... Okay, I have to... 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a D4 for that one. Okay, he pulls out a very old, crinkled paper that is very obviously a wanted poster, and you all can kind of see the face of Delta Song Danger.
Oh my god.
Delta in my game?
Well, if anybody has any information about his whereabouts and whatnot, before he just kind of... Like, his shading is starting to gain a little bit of a red edge to it as he digs around in his into his pocket, and I'm pretty sure it's that you have to be above a 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, he fumbles again.
Oh my god.
I am so glad.
Everyone at the table could see this.
Oh
And like
man.
he just pulls out a bucket of popcorn, and he's just like, I just want a U leaf.
A you leaf?
The
Yes.
doctor comes next to you.
I do. Do you need a you leaf? I do have one.
Right as you say that, Sammy pulls out from his sleeve with a triumphant cry a U leaf, and then without another word, casts detect disease and poison.
Okay, cool. I can say with complete confidence that there is nothing here that is poisoned.
And Sammy just kind of takes that reading and slumps a little, but he is keeping the spell on. He's going to be casting this until 10 minutes is up or his concentration is done. Is gone, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And he does say to everybody, because talking is a free action, he does kind of just nod to himself as he kind of slumps in his seat and goes, okay, everything's clean.
And Amaryllis goes,
Just
well,
about
I'd sure
that.
hope so. We made this ourselves. I'm sorry.
The professor tries to diffuse the situation a bit, just a little. He puts his hand on Sammy's shoulder, and he says, "You must understand. They have had interesting incidents in the past with such things."
I went to a tea party.
Recent past.
The cake was poisoned.
Yes, I know. I was there.
Connie just fucking, yeah.
It's not paranoia if they're really out to get you.
A couple people just nod. The twins are actually nodding like, yeah, that sounds right. This makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Arata takes a cupcake.
Yeah.
If it ain't
It's fucking, you just having a cupcake?
yeah.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And Bev sees that you have taken a cupcake. They will take one of the little loaf cakes that is there. Start munching.
Did you help them make this, Beth?
They now usually let me in the kitchen.
Alright. I getcha. It is good,
Is
though.
anyone else gonna eat?
Seeker also takes a cupcake. Thievery.
Beaver.
Sammy kind of looks at Seeker and then at the cupcake and then raises an eyebrow and goes, "Are you sure you can eat that?"
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Kind of like takes the wrap off and just kind of eats the cupcake.
Sammy's really insight on that. 13 plus 1. If I can actually get to the right screen. Okay. That's a 15.
15. Yeah, he thinks he'll be fine if he eats this cupcake.
Sammy is squinting at you, Seeker.
Seeker is just staring at you. He's wearing sunglasses.
While still maintaining the spell, he is watching you take a bite of that cupcake. He doesn't trust your words right now. He knows that you have food dietary issues.
He just shrugs and takes another bite.
Hey, you wanna know what what flavor it is?
Yes. What flavor?
It's pistachio.
Pistachio.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's got some kind of whipped cream icing on top. It's nice.
Tasty.
Anyone else want food?
The professor sits at the table, but he does not take anything. It appears that he's really not hungry.
Okay.
I mean, Amber takes one for Box, but that's about it.
I mean, I will say there are like plates that you can have to eat stuff. There is like a stack of styrofoam plates with like some plastic cutlery, but there are also a couple. Huh? Go ahead.
She sneaks a couple into her hammer space for later.
Just steals the plates.
I mean, there are also a couple of wooden plates too.
Oh,
Steals those as well. I got a real sleight of hand for that, actually.
Yes.
I'm loving this like tableau of Sammy staring at Seeker. Seeker just eating a cupcake. Arata's eating a cupcake, minding her own business. Amber's trying to steal plates.
We dropped one of the wooden
And it's
plates.
super obvious too.
She dropped one of them, just
Minding her
quickly
own
picks it up
business.
and
She
acts
has
like
the-
nothing happened.
Arata just had the intrusive thought of also eating the cupcake wrapper, so
Please just
If I
give your
had a
wrappers to
nickel.
Amber or someone. Please just give your wrappers to Amber. Don't eat them.
If I had a nickel for every time I've been in a game where someone ate the wrapper on the cupcake, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird.
Is it obvious? Is it obvious by Arata's face? I need to know.
there's this brief moment where she's looking at the wrapper in her hand, and then she just looks over to Amber and she's just like, "Hey, do you want this?"
Why would I?
Seeker also gives Amber the wrapper.
Mmm,
I have to
flavored
say-
Seeker. My favorite.
If Seeker is done with his cupcake, Sammy's gonna roll medicine really quick. Okay, that was 11 plus 1. That's a 12. What does that give him?
I mean, he looks fine. It was a single cupcake. His allergy isn't that intense.
Yeah. Oh.
Sammy just kind of squints, nods to himself, and then goes, "Watch your sugar intake."
The professor leans forward and looks at Bevin, gives them a megawatt grin, and just says, "So, how have you been doing lately, dear?"
I'd like to say Bev has finished eating the loaf cake. They're pretty small, or at least they're a little piece of it, and then has grabbed a cupcake and is now kind of licking the icing.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Things have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, I haven't really gone out a lot sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
this time it's different.
Yes.
And they take a bite of cupcake.
You'll have to the good doctor will have to give us your new address so we can properly exchange missives.
Oh, that's nice, but Laffy said it was just gonna be temporary. But I don't really know for sure.
Oh, well, of course, just for the time being.
And also, Professor, do you want to roll a perception or medicine check?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Hello?
Don't worry about it.
Let's see.
I
I
Okay,
said nothing's
Worried about
poison,
it.
don't worry.
my perception is higher. Okay,
Just whichever you wanted to use.
It's a
That's all.
it's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of watching Bev as they speak and also occasionally eat. You notice though that kind of the tips of their fingers and a little bit of the corners of their mouth have gotten a little red. They have not seemed to notice.
Yeah, no, he is not going to let that go. He says, Bevin dear, did you have a red lolly or something earlier? Your fingers and your mouth are red.
Huh? What?
They stop. They look at their hand.
Uh-oh. No,
They look a little worried.
Are you alright, dear?
Sammy's rolling medicine.
Sure.
That's a 5 + 1. He gets nothing.
Okay.
Well,
I guess.
you get that something is happening, but you're not quite sure what.
Well, his shading is purple now. He is concerned. There, shading.
Amaryllis comes over. Is everything all right?
I don't know. My hands are kind of red.
Are you wouldn't happen to be allergic to anything, would you?
Allergic? Wait. Really stops. And then just turns their head slowly to Ruffles. Did you check if they had allergies? And Ruffles just looks dejected.
Oh. All right.
I don't know if
And Connie speaks up.
I don't know if they've had what are in the cupcakes.
They're pistachio. I mean,
Oh.
Maya makes them before, and then
Yeah.
they kind of stop. Like, oh,
A nut allergy, extremely common.
oh, you also
Sammy.
rolled medicine, huh?
Arata did roll medicine.
Yes. I will say for Arata, you can tell that it is some kind of allergic reaction. It does not seem to be particularly serious, as you don't see any hives, and you don't hear Bev say anything about it being painful or itchy. They just look rather surprised.
Alright, well, that's a big shame. We put that cupcake down for now, and she looks around. Is there like anything else that isn't like a baked good?
There's a. What else is here?
Maybe
There's like.
try something that's just not pistachio first?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they did eat the loaf cake first, which was just like a regular pound cake. So, man, now I really want some cake. Sorry. Anyway.
While Arata is looking for something that's not pistachio flavored, Sammy does turn to Bevin and go, "Okay, Bev, I want you to take some deep calming breaths. Oftentimes, an allergic reaction can be not stopped, but made less worse by calming down. Panic doesn't do your histamine response any good. And if anybody has Benadryl, that would be great right now."
You see, you see the doctor come up. Yeah, She has some.
Ah!
Fantasy Benadryl.
The
In that
professor
case,
gives them an approving nod.
Benadryl, good.
Potion of make you not allergic.
Is it like the pill Benadryl? I am spacing out. I am sorry.
Maybe. I mean, that's the easiest to transport, so I'm assuming.
I just was low-key imagining like a
In
like
that
a
case,
potion
Arata's just gonna.
type.
in the, I think Arata's gonna grab like if there is water to.
Oh yeah, there's like water. There's also some tea, and I think someone brought soda. I don't know who. Someone did. He just got there.
Well, he's so worried. Well, she's a worried older sibling. She's just gonna get water for now.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that like Bevin can swallow it.
And so you're handing the water to them while they take some Benadryl and try to breathe a little bit. Arata, Sammy, you want to make insight checks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a 14 plus 1, 15.
18.
All right, 18. Sammy, you notice that Bev is kind of a bit calmer now. And they do seem they do still seem a little frazzled, as if this is something that hadn't quite happened before. Arata, they both rolled 18. So I'm trying to figure it out. You also notice that Bev is kind of calming a bit. But there is one thing you notice when they take the Benadryl. You just somehow get the impression that they've done this before. That they either know how to take medicine, or that maybe they've had a reaction before and kind of know what to expect. But that's all I'm going to give you.
Have you been to a hear about this before, Bev?
What?
Have you been to a doctor? Like a not like a
medical doctor.
Oh. I'm sorry. I love Angeline's right there,
Yeah.
I know you don't mean offense. It's just funny. But Bev shakes their head.
I don't think so.
Ever?
And they're thinking really hard.
Maybe once, but I don't really remember.
Oh, all right. That's all right. It's not really allergies. Happens to the best of us. He just sort of like shrugs and gives a sympathetic smile.
Yeah, they happen sometimes.
Yeah. Bev looks a little sheepish but nods.
And now you know, so you can well, you don't know exactly, but you can figure out what it is so that this doesn't happen in the future. Oh, and he takes a bag of gummy bears from his pocket and hands it over.
The gummy bears.
Yeah.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bear. Okay. So they do look a little happy. They eat a couple of the gummy bears. And as they do so, really just kind of makes a kind of a clapping. How about we do something else? Like we have a couple of games to play. Why don't we do that instead? And Bev kind of perks up a little. Yeah, we could do a couple things. And so you see the twins kind of puff out their chest like, yeah, we've got something. And it looks like they're both holding something behind their backs. And then with a flourish, no pun intended, they reveal there is one of them is holding kind of a decently sized piñata, and the other is holding a stick.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's piñata time. So the two of them kind of go to a nearby tree. They start kind of setting it up there.
May I, can the professor roll a general perception? Because he is looking out. He wants to see if there is anything, anyone he doesn't recognize, or anything else that seems amiss in the park.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I got a 12.
You got a 12. Okay. So far, you just see some tunes out on the sidewalk. The park is rather calm. Some people have left, some people have come in. But otherwise, everything seems relatively normal. I mean, there's nothing odd either on the ground or in the trees or anything. It just seems like a park.
All right. No familiar plants?
And no overtly suspicious people.
All right. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Cool. So if there's I mean, unless there's anything else you guys want to do at the table, we do have a piñata.
Sammy's gonna go up to Bevin and go, Hey, Bev.
Huh?
Do you want me to hold you up so you can hit the piñata?
And they kind of just have a face. If only if you want to.
Sammy scoops Bevin up.
They do giggle a little bit.
And he just, he's so soft right now. He just kind of rubs their nose against Bevin's. Bevin.
You know? Roll insight or investigation.
Okay, I'm gonna go with insight because that's a +1.
Okay.
That's a 13 plus 1, 14.
You notice that they giggle, and they look pretty happy. It's funny, you can kind of smell the last thing that they ate, because you guys are so close. You kind of just smell vanilla. That's about it.
Sammy pauses for a moment and kind of drops a kiss to Bevin's forehead and then goes, Is it not the nuts, Bev?
What?
Your reaction. I'm not
I
smelling
ate the
any
cupcake with the
pistachio.
vanilla icing.
Was there any pistachios in it? Like with the cupcake itself.
They look a little worried. I don't really want to think about it.
Okay. I'll drop the subject, but you're gonna be okay. And he kind of just drops another kiss on their forehead.
Oh. Yeah,
Also,
pinata.
actually, before we leave, can I?
Yes.
Is there any hot goss going around this table right now?
Any hot goss?
Any hot goss?
Oh, so you want someone spilling the tea? Hmm.
I want to listen to these table conversations because whenever there's a snack bar, there's always people talking.
Well, I mean, you do have really talking to Maya. She seems to be complaining about something. Really, not Maya.
Can a 15 to perception change your mind?
A 15. What?
I rolled perception.
Okay. What are you perceiving? What do you want to perceive?
I want to know if there's anyone talking at this table and what they're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Curious.
All right, cool. Connie is relaying the tea party fiasco to Dr. Angeline. Who is kind of looking with concern, but also with interest. You hear really complaining about a coworker that they have with their job at Campbell's, the clothing store, and that's Tamaya, who is just kind of. You can tell they're kind of just sitting there, like they're just trying to be polite, but they're really just like, man, I've heard this already. And you also know that that Ruffles is talking very quietly to Silly, who is now attached to their front. They look very sleepy. And those are the people at the table.
Okay. Hold on, I need to finish my note.
Okay.
Yep, alright. That's cool.
Neat. Pinata time. Who wants to pinata?
Sammy holds up Bevin. Bevin should go first. It's their birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then they I will tell you right now, there are no blindfolds or anything, because that's not very safe. So we're not doing that. But it's gonna take a couple of whacks before before this pinata is thoroughly trashed. I don't know. All right, so they're how this works, because the rest of you are also free to whack the pinata. Is that you just have to roll to hit. You are using the stick, though, that is provided. And we just have to, we just go with that. All right, how do I... And you can roll with strength or dex, because I realize that that's different sometimes. So, okay, let's roll this. All right, 17. I forgot to put an armor class for this. For this, I think that hits. I hope so.
I mean, an 18's pretty high.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, so
It to swing at the target, you could give it like a 15 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, we'll go with that. So yeah, they hit it. That's gonna be 4 damage. Wow, max damage on it. Yeah, I guess that was just raring to go.
Sammy is holding Bev up triumphantly with a cheer.
Yeah. And they kind of bounce excitedly in your arms. Just gotta wriggle a little.
And then they put Bevin onto their shoulders. So if Bevin holds onto their head, Sammy can then give a whack.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna roll the hit. He got a 3 plus 2.
Oh
That's
no.
a whiff.
Yeah, you whiff. But the reason that you whiff is not because it's swinging, but because one of the twins pulls it up at the last second. They do a little giggle.
Oh, come on!
The other
Okay.
makes a waving motion like, don't do that, but the other one looks like they giggle again.
Sammy just holds up the stick and goes, okay, who's next?
I think Box just sort of rolls forward, gives Sammy a tap on the legs, like, can I go?
Oh.
Hey, Foxy, you want a turn?
They can't nod, so they just hold out their can in hand.
Sammy gives it to them.
Oh my
God, they're short. Does Sammy also hold box?
Is Box tall enough for this, or do they have to shoot the thing?
You know what? Actually, Sammy is gonna scoop up Box.
Nice.
Give them advantage. Well, I mean, not game-wise, but, you know.
Alright, let's see. That's just a flat D20 for them. Well, oh well.
I hold them soft.
Oh.
They're just happy to be included.
Oh. Well, I would like to say, the other twin has the string now. You can roll your damage. They pull it down a little bit, like, hit it, please. This box is trying their best.
Alright, D4 then.
Oh, that's
Another
enough.
one.
Yeah, that's
Sammy.
go.
These children are obliterating that pinata. Jesus.
They are.
Sammy,
I did give
once
it a
again-
good amount of points, though, so.
Sammy, once again, holds up the person with the stick, Box, up and gives a cheer.
Yeah.
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 I have an idea. The professor steps up.
The stick is passed over.
Awesome. Okay. He's he struts up confidently and does like some just kind of like swings the bat around in preparation, and then he looks towards whichever twin is holding the string, and gives him a sort of like a grin and like a jerk of the head, like, hey, you know what I want you to do. And he rears back and swings like super hard. Please tell me they lift it up.
Yes.
So he completely whiffs, and his momentum carries him, and he spins on one foot and like just spins around like 4 times, and then like falls on the ground, and he like throws the bat to this side and says, "Drat."
This gets Bev cackling a sword.
God.
You notice that the twins also giggle.
God, Seeker is also laughing because goddamn that performance.
Sammy's to the side wheezing. If Bevin wasn't on their shoulders, Sammy probably would be on their knees, unable to breathe, but they have passengers.
The professor will get up and grin and gamely hand the bat over to whoever's next.
It's a strength roll, right?
It can be strength or dex.
Alright. Well, Arata's going, I guess. Here we go.
Roll.
What the fuck?
Hello? What?
What?
I'm not kidding. He rolled a 20.
Oh, he rolled a crit! Yeah!
Kill, silence, destroy that pinata.
Oh god.
23? I will say,
I'm just sitting here.
you go up there, and you've got your skirt swaying, you're ready. You don't have
He
to roll
looks
damage.
badass in the skirt.
You strike this this pinata, which, by the way, is in the shape of a ballerina.
Oh my gosh.
And you just so happen to strike it right where the head meets the body.
Oh no.
Oh.
And you essentially decapitate it.
Oh my
Candy
God.
spills out.
Wait! That was...
Yes, yes,
Spills all over the
kill,
grass.
kill.
Arata looks at this, looks at like the bat in his hands, the stick in his hands, and he just goes, "Whoops!"
Bev just cries out, "Candy!"
Sammy sets Bevin down and box, and then is on the ground wheezing from laughter.
So yeah, you've solved my pinata puzzle.
We got it.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, in this like quiet moment, right after the pinata breaks, can I just say that Arata probably set his bag down somewhere so Jeannie could get out?
Yes, please. That's
in that
good.
case, a cat has been watching all of this.
Beautiful. But yes, if anyone wants to take some candy, now is the time. Because even the twins have dropped the rest of the pinata and are, like, collecting a little bit of candy.
Fox is going in for
Oh,
that
yeah.
candy.
Yeah! Who, is there anyone else going?
Yeah, Seeger didn't get to participate, but he picks up a piece.
Nice.
Hastily
Sammy's
wraps
gonna
it and
grab a
shoves it in his
few.
mouth.
Sammy grabs a few, and then turns around to stare at Seeker.
There's just a what?
There is a medicine check in your future, Seeker, and that is a 17.
17.
I mean,
Plus 1. That's an 18, actually.
It's one piece of candy.
And Seeker had a processed, sugar-filled cupcake beforehand.
That is true.
The professor picks
Oh,
up a
Arata is
piece
going for-
and kind of tries to catch Sammy's eye and raises his eyebrows. Like, question?
Sammy looks over at Seeker and kind of
No, not about that.
Oh.
Uh, the spell.
Yes.
He gives you like a significant look, like
There's a dot and then an exclamation point. And I'm gonna say that Sammy didn't actually put the U-leaf back in their hammer space. They just put it in their dress pocket because this dress has pockets. Dang it!
Yes. Good.
He pulls out the U-leaf and he's gonna use another spell slot for detect disease and poison.
Okay. You can tell with complete certainty that all of the candy in the piñata It's perfectly safe.
Sammy gives a thumbs up.
Yeah, Professor gives a thumbs up back and grins. Good.
Bev picks up a couple pieces of candy. Most of them go in the front pocket of their overalls, but one does go in the mouth. But yeah, they clean up the rest of the candy. They'll put it like in a bowl to put on the table in case anyone else wants some.
Hey.
And yeah, the pinata. Okay, pinata's good. Me. All right, what else is on the agenda? Bev kind of just looks expectantly at the adults, you know, like Riley and Maya and whatnot. Like, yes, what do we do next? We usually have, you know, a little, you know, more games than just pinata. Yes.
Sammy looks at the other adults of the party and goes, "Presents?"
Riley speaks up. Well, Terry and Kiki aren't here yet, so they said they'd be back later. Maybe we should wait. For now, why don't we do, do children play these days? Tag, hide and seek? And Bev goes, seek. Yeah, hide and seek.
Why don't we do hide and seek with partners?
Hide and seek with partners?
Yeah, so whoever is the seeker gets to team up with another seeker, and then everybody else teams up too. So, by the end, you have some groups.
1, 2. I don't know if there's enough people to pair.
And Bev's trying to count.
Well, maybe there's one seeker. And
there is already one seeker.
There's one seeker. They all look at Seeker.
Seeker waves. I mean, we could add Genie in. Genie, you want in?
Oh, wait. I think that's perfect then. Let me think. Because we can have... Bev kind of goes quiet for a moment and then
Okay, then that means Arata can be with Genie, Amber's with Box.
points to Box.
The professor could be with Seeker. I can be with you, Sammy.
Sammy absolutely beams. He is genuinely delighted that Bevin chose him. Them.
And since you had the idea, why don't you be it? We can both seek for them.
Yeah, let's do that. And Sammy's grinning down at Bev.
Wait, fuck, you're having Seeker hide with his terrible stealth?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I look at Arata's +9 and smile.
You may be more okay than usual just because it is probably grass.
Yeah, it's actually pretty soft ground, so I was going to let you roll regularly.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, don't worry.
Man.
Okay, so then how this one is going to work, I have a mechanic for this as well. Why did I close out the tab? Oops. Okay, that one's done.
That's a DM mood, though.
Well, because I was like, pinata's done. Closes the notes. Wait, I need the notes for hide and seek. Opens the notes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I need everyone except for Sammy to roll stealth.
Okay.
Here we
Have to roll my
go.
physical dice.
Can Amber cast guidance on Box to help them out?
If you'd like.
Alright, nice,
mean-
because they don't have a good dex.
Oh.
Alright, d20 plus 4. 20. And then... that's a nat 20 for box. I think I'll
Holy
save
shit.
on the guidance.
You know, yeah, it's okay. You don't need the guidance. We'll say that you didn't cast that. Oh my god! Oh my god.
Duality between these two.
Oh my goodness.
Who is the professor with again?
See,
Oh my god!
maybe you can help them hide.
Arata
Hold on.
pecking disappears.
Alright, hold on. Let me write this shit down. This one. That. Can't read. This one. Cool.
Despite Seeker's color palette being literally green and brown.
Oh my god.
So bad.
Hold on. And, that's cool. Alright,
He rolled up to the party with camouflage and he still rolled the lowest.
God.
Oh, okay. So then, I'm going to have, Sammy, you can roll either perception or investigation.
I'm gonna go with perception.
And I'm gonna have Bev roll perception as well.
Okay, that is an unnatural 20.
Nice. Let me write that to the side, just so I keep track of everything. Actually, I'll roll investigation for Bev. Hold on. I can't read. I'm trying to think in my mind. All right, how's this gonna go down? Ah, nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay, great. That's good. I had to roll something else. Don't worry about it. Okay. So, you, Sammy, you and Bev, cover your eye and, like, turn towards the table, which is the opposite of, of where everyone else could possibly hide. I would like to think, can each of you describe what your hiding places are like?
Arata's in a tree.
Alright.
I was gonna say the same for Amber and Box. Box hides in better because they're not bright green and glowing.
God.
I think, God, I don't,
It's been so long since I've ever played hide and seek.
I think the professor will have, whatever playground equipment is nearby. he'll have folded his rather tall frame into one of the, like, oh, you know what? One of those tube slides.
Oh my god.
He's just
stumps himself in one of the tubes.
Some kid completely unrelated to the party, wanting to go down the slide, just looking in there and seeing some random guy, like, hi sir.
Yeah, he's kind
Can
of
I
just.
use this?
Yeah, he's kind of just like he's facing the top of it, so he just sort of, if anyone comes up, he's like, shh, I'm playing hide and seek.
Oh, okay, sir. Can I still use this?
After?
Alright, thank you. Now the kid goes.
I
Beautiful.
really want to say, Seeker is attempting, like, if this is a playset, if we're hiding in a playset, Oatmeal, you know those really big dome, like, not domes, but like the triangle pyramid things that they have, like, to cap some of the top areas?
Uh-huh.
I think Seeker is somehow hiding in one of those, but, like, the tassels from his horns keep peeking
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh my gosh.
Look,
I just have the mental image of Secret actually on top of the playground because goat.
he ducked
I
into
do-
the ducked into the thing. God. Man.
Okay.
To clarify, Arata is in the tree. They have swapped the stereotype.
So then where's Genie?
I don't know, probably in a bush or something.
Genie and Bush.
All right. So Sammy and Bev kind of count from I don't know, at 20 while you guys go and hide. And then they both uncover their eyes. Now they're ready to go find people. But I'd like to say, Sammy, as soon as you turn around to take a look around this place, you, amidst all of the brown and green, you do see in a bush not too far away, there seems to be a little pink shoe kind of poking out.
Oh boy.
Sammy kind of grabs Bevin's hand and nods towards the pink shoe.
Oh, I guess it's their first person.
And he's gonna go, but gosh dang it, he did not have his the very suspicious urchin in him is rearing his head.
Uh-oh.
So, like, his hand is just kind of, like, nonchalantly kind of towards his hip, but there's no weapon there. He's just kind of, like, doing that, like, as if, like, he would rest his hand on the hilt of his rapier, then remembering that he doesn't have his rapier on him. Like, he just kind of does that motion for a second before taking Bevin's hand and kind of grinning conspiratorially at Bevin and going, "Come on, let's go see who it is."
Bev kind of nods excitedly. And the two of you make your way over to this bush with the inconspicuous pink shoe. And you can see upon closer inspection, it does seem to be like a child-sized shoe. It seems to be kind of poking out. Maybe the person just wasn't very good at hiding.
Sammy looks at Bevin and then goes, like, kind of silently goes 3, 2, 1, as if to say, "Let's part the bush together."
Fun. But Bev mouths like, I want to do this.
Sammy nods and lets Bevin take the lead.
So what Bev is going to do is, in Toonish fashion, they kind of dive into the bush.
Not seen by Bevin, Sammy has a heart attack.
Uh-oh.
Look, he's paranoid! They're paranoid, bro!
But you hear Bev's voice say,
I'm okay. They're right here.
and then you see like a hand poke out in a I surrender kind of thing with like a little white flag.
And then the tenseness in their shoulders relaxes and Sammy just bursts out laughing.
So, Sammy, would you like to get into this bush to see who it is?
Yes, he will. He will stick his head in there.
You stick your head in there. And you are face to face with Bev. With yeah. But they look a little nervous.
Bev, you okay?
Uh, they seem fine. They look as they have before. Wait, before that. This one looks like before, not like they are right now. They make a shush motion, and they gesture for you to stay in the bush.
What? Are you the Bev that Professor met?
Bev looks confused, and then shakes their head. And they sign, keep quiet, take a look. So I'd like to say that there's actually like a line of bushes that kind of connect with each other. They kind of part it in one portion, and they gesture for you to kind of peek out.
Sammy does that.
Nothing really happens at first. You see a view of part of the park. And all is pretty quiet until you hear some rustling from the opposite side. And then you see a little head pop out. And it's Bev from the birthday. They kind of just look around a little. They tumble out of the bush. And as they do so, this is kind of near one of the entrances. A hand grabs them. No. They seem to be unfamiliar individuals. 3 of them. And you kind of see this Bev kicking their feet. But they don't really yell.
No.
No. It's okay. Wait.
Okay, how can this be okay? And like he is hissing this, by the way.
Listen, it's not. I know. It's not okay. I don't like it either. But. And you see a car pull up. Actually, you want to roll perception real quick?
That's a 15 plus 5. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay. You can tell that the person driving the car is our wonderful football.
No. And no.
No, Sammy, listen.
Bev, you're getting taken. I can't. No,
it's Annie. It's Annie.
Annie's getting taken.
This is all part of the plan. And then they cover their mouth for a moment. It's not my birthday.
What?
It's not. They take a breath. Can you, Sammy, can you call off the game? We should all talk at the table.
They're roll insight.
Very cool. Yeah, alright. Bet. Okay, insight. Yeah, Bev. Oh, you sure have some insight, alright. About that is not. That's a 6. This is a child.
Look at Sammy and you can't read the expression on his face. And I just need to... Okay, that was a whiz save. He takes a calm breath and turns to you and goes, Is there a way to track Annie?
Nods.
Because okay.
Yes, there is. We'll tell you everything at the table.
And as they say this, you see the car, the doors are now closed, and they are driving away.
Sammy stands up from the bushes and... Hey, Bev, this is interesting. His shading isn't registering right now, but he turns back around towards where everyone else hid and yells, "The game's off! We need to talk."
Yeah, Professor immediately scrambles out and, like, sprints over to where Sammy is.
Amber in the box just fall out of the tree.
Oh my god.
Seeker falls out of the top of the place.
Arata doesn't flip. She looks cool.
As everybody gets closer, you will notice that Sammy's shading isn't there right now, but they look at everyone and goes, "Bevin has something important to tell us," and then steps aside to let Bevin reveal themselves.
Of course, to everyone else, you can tell that this is different. This Bev is different from the previous one that you had seen.
Can I ask
they look
for a clarification on something?
Yes.
Okay, I got a little confused. I think,
Okay.
what, how many Bevins are there, and how did the switcheroo, can you, lay that out a little bit, because I'm confused.
Okay. So basically what happened is when they went to go look for everybody, this Bevin, the one that is currently with Sammy,
OG Bev.
yes, was hiding already.
Mm-hmm.
But they made sure to kind of make sure that they are found.
Mm-hmm.
So that previous roll with a 1 and a 19, I gave them disadvantage because they were trying to be found by whoever was seeking.
Mm-hmm.
So
the person they've been hanging out with has been Annie Bev.
that is correct. That's Annie.
Okay, so what happened in the bush was...
Is that, see, the bushes are kind of like a whole, like, they're all kind of connected and line the park.
Mm.
So Annie jumped in, so that Sammy wouldn't feel too bad about it, and kind of get to the other side, or somewhere even more conspicuous. And then Bev would come out and be like, yeah, okay, no. So they did the switcheroo in a bush.
Okay, and Annie got supposedly taken by Nakabe.
Yes.
Okay.
As Jay put it, football now.
Okay, alright, thank you, I'm clear on that. I just got super jumbled.
Sorry, I know if it probably wasn't.
No,
I didn't describe it that.
No, I got confused. Yeah, so, yeah, they look nervous. Continue.
I mean, to be fair, it will be further explained at the table.
That's fair.
But yes, all of you see this Bev, who looks nervous.
Can Arata is so sus, so this character for him, can he roll? I think for disguises it was investigation.
Yes, it is.
Alright, cool. Give me 1 second. Alright, that's a 16.
16. Even though this Bev differs greatly from the one that you've been hanging out with at this birthday party, there are no tricks here. This is Bev. This is the Bev that you know.
Ah, jeez.
And what really tips you off is that they fidget with their skirt a little. And that is a typical thing that they do.
I think in that case, Arata lets out the sigh and she follows to the table.
So now we're all heading over to the table. Does anyone want to roll a perception for the table or the people that are there?
Yeah.
Sure thing. I'll roll one for Amber and Bob.
What was that, perception? Sorry,
Yes.
somebody DM'd me and I was like, what? Alright.
Wrong channel! Well, it's 16 for both anyways.
Nice. Hey, the dice horse is a 16 except for Razzie. I did.
Sneaker is rolling very well today. At least for perception.
Okay, can I roll? Can I roll for Genie? And if so, this is like thing about perception based on scent, or?
Arata
Arata got a 13, by the way.
Oh, okay. Wait, so then what was the 16? Was that Genie?
No, the 16 was the investigation from earlier.
Oh, right. Sorry. That was previous. Whoops. I can't read. For Genie, you could... You said if it's scent-based or something?
Yeah, can Genie, roll percent? If so, can he use the keen smell thing that, like, cats have? Which, what it does, it, has advantage on, perception checks that rely on smell.
Yeah, why not?
Alright, cool.
I can see where it ties in. I'll let you know.
Alright. That is a 16 from Genie.
Literally, almost everyone got 16, except for Arata and the Professor. I mean, to be fair, I think the reason that your perception might be a little off, Professor, is because you hid in one of those tube slides. You're wearing a scarf and have naturally puffy hair. You come out just looking like a frickin'...
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's totally staticked up.
And you come over there, it's just a big poof ball. But, I'd like to say, for everyone else, especially, for Seeker and for Sammy, all of you notice that when you come back, the others that have been at the table are not surprised to see this Bev. And also, the table has kind of been cleared away, which ties into the scent thing. You realize that you no longer smell a lot of foods or anything. Yeah, that's all been packed away. It's game plan time. I'm gonna call you out, Magic. Yes.
The only Chucklefuck's not told about this, huh?
Oh, man.
Uh-huh.
They really told us
Okay.
nothing.
So they're
Arata
gonna-
takes a deep breath.
Yes?
Arata takes a deep breath and he goes, okay, I can see why we weren't told anything, but holy shit, what the fuck?
You
Oh, please
just,
watch your language.
I think I'm warranted on this part. Somebody just,
you just traded a child.
Wait, what?
Annie is gone.
You
You
idiots.
let it happen.
Well, we didn't let it happen without being prepared. Didn't Bevin tell you that? And
No.
Bev just looks very nervous.
We were not informed about anything, and I watched a child get kidnapped.
How about I cast Zone of Truth? Is that amenable to everyone whose opinion I care about?
Damn, roasted!
Arata does the okay hand sign.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, you can do what you like, but you realize that we are telling the truth now. We didn't tell you because, well, we couldn't afford it to be, the entire plan to be jeopardized. This was all a setup.
All right,
I get that.
I have cast Zone of Truth. Wick, I don't know if you want to make like a group rule or whatever, but the save is charisma 15. So
Charisma 15.
yeah, you can
Okay.
you can also choose to
Fail it intentionally?
yes, and
Okay.
the professor will know who succeeded or failed.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Seeker has gotten a 17 on that charisma save.
Okay, Seeker, you are fine. You may lie, if you so desire.
You may lie. Let's see. I gotta make a save.
Imagine you put that in the wrong chat.
Ah, shit!
Strikes
Fun.
again.
I'm getting all my character sheets mixed up. Who's my save?
My dog is whining at me. I think she's mad
Oh.
because she wants to go to my sister's room and go under the door. But
Oh.
also, they're home, so I can't do that.
Oh.
They're sleeping. She's angry at me.
Okay, so, I don't know if this is surprising to you, Professor, but really intentionally fails the save.
Okay, good.
The twins also intentionally failed the save.
Mm-hmm.
Connie intentionally fails the save,
Mm-hmm.
as well as Ruffles and Silly.
Mm-hmm.
However, that was an attempt. This was not intentional, but Dr. Angeline fails her save there.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on. I can't read. Where is it? I can't read. Where's the sheet? Okay. Man, I really didn't think y'all would Zone of Truth this.
Well.
You know, it makes a lot of sense. So, whether they like it or not, everyone fails except for Sammy and Seeker.
All right.
Great.
Amber, is that right?
Yeah.
Or rather,
What?
Tala, does Amber fail the save or try and resist it?
Yeah, she just intentionally fails it.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
So does Arata.
Got it. Okay, Sammy and Seeker may lie. Everybody else has got to tell the truth.
Oh, I didn't roll for Bev. Oh, they
Ah.
didn't fail it anyway, but... Okay, no, we're good.
All right.
Again, Bev definitely looks rather nervous,
Mhm.
but they decide to speak up.
I want to say that I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys. We just
Oh,
Annie
okay.
told me not to.
Bev, it's okay. You get it.
And Sammy, I'm
Annie
double
was-
sorry.
Annie was the one who was allergic, wasn't she?
She's half Fae. I guess she could not eat what I would usually eat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
We should have known.
Well, we should have.
Twice already.
Right?
Annie has fooled us.
Wait, what?
Bev actually looks concerned.
They masqueraded as Laffy and also as Margaret.
Bev looks very confused.
Who's Margaret?
That's a good question.
Really, really cuts in.
That's not the point. We already have some people on location to where they're going to be headed.
And hold on, they're gonna do a.
How do you know that exactly? Like, how do
Well-
you know where they're headed?
No.
Wrong chat.
That is the wrong chat. I am reading the gallery. But you can see it's she reaches into her sleeve, pulls out a phone. Okay, I get it, Jay. But she dials something quickly.
Terry, Kiki, and Emma are supposed to be at the warehouse where they're supposed to be taken.
And
Why is it always
It's,
warehouses?
and how do they know
Well,
where
it's
Nakabe
always
is-
warehouses.
And how do they know where Nakabe is going to go? Why doesn't he go to his house?
To be fair, we do know where it is.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Why not? Well, okay. No, I suppose that is. But isn't that where he told those people to wait? He's going to go back
really
at some
just
point.
blinks.
What?
And then you hear a voice on the phone come up. You kind of like, you don't hear what they're saying, but you hear a voice.
Yes, you're at the location.
He's not there.
What do you mean the wrong location?
Of course. No, he's going to his house.
What?
He's prepared something.
Curse the damn.
If you
Sorry.
She was gonna say, curse the
no,
damn real
there's no-
kind. Wait.
if you he just shakes his head like I don't care, it doesn't matter. If you'd taken us into your confidence, we might have been able to compare notes and prevent what is about to occur.
Amber, let's go.
Yep. Yep, time to go.
But then you hear, honk honk, and you see a car pull up. A very familiar car. A very clownish car. But rather than Laffy sticking his head out the window, you actually see Emmer sticking his head out the window and going, "Hey, nerds, hop in!"
All right. The professor
Oh, we
What are
see
you
that.
doing there?
the professor points at Arata and Seeker and points at Bev, you know, like, hey, remember the plan? And then he goes towards the car.
Wait,
Sammy's
before they
going-
go, Amber is first trying to turn to them, summon a little coal in her hand, crush it up, and give all three of them their own portion of it. Eat that. That'll help you out a bit. Trust me, you'll get over the taste soon enough. Anyway, see ya.
The professor
had worse.
The professor hears this and stops in his tracks and remembers something. He turns on his heel and goes back to Bev and kneels in front of them and says, "Bevin, this isn't your fault. You don't have to be sorry.
But
this is a bad situation. And
None of us are mad at you.
we're going to take care of it. And I want you to know that we love you."
And Connie actually cuts in.
that is a clown car, correct?
You ruined my moment.
I was only asking. I'm sorry. I was only asking because it's probably best to bring as many people as possible, and I do not mean Bevin. Bevin should stay here.
By themselves?
Not by themselves. There is the doctor. There is Riley and the twins. They will go back to... Where did you guys come from? The inn. Oh, yes. And I think maybe everyone else can head along.
No. 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 No.
I'm
Arata
curious.
and
the
Seeker
adult-
are going to take Bevin to a secure location. An indestructible location.
because
The rest of us... Yes.
You've shown that you don't care about the children. Not really. Because who in their right mind would send a child out on their own?
You know, she's not a child.
She's
Did we ever confirm how
17.
old?
She's 18. She's had a birthday. But even with technicality...
Was this
18.
I'm fucking 20! You wanna know what happened to me when I was 17? I almost fucking died! It doesn't... If she's 18! She doesn't deserve this!
Now we're going to rescue Annie. And you could follow behind. But you're not coming with us.
I wasn't planning on it. I know that there is nothing that I can do. Or the twins.
And the twins kind of look like, really?
But... this is a real headache.
A real headache. Really?
Yes, it is.
Just because a person is legally an adult doesn't mean they're ready to actually have something like this happen to them.
We know. How many times do you think we've talked to her about it? There was no persuading her. She's done this without us knowing at first. She was going to do this by herself. It was only when Bev told us. They were going to do this themselves. We couldn't have that, could we?
And the others look at her, and a couple nod, a couple hesitate to say anything.
You facilitated it.
Guys, I hate to break this up, but we do still have a kidnapped Annie. Could we have this argument afterwards?
Yes, of course. Bevin, do you understand?
Bev kind of falls silent.
Bevin, this isn't your fault. Just because I don't like Annie doesn't mean I'm not going to rescue her. Everything's gonna be okay.
Hold on. Let me roll something. They clutch at their skirt, but they had been looking away before. They look back up and take a breath.
Okay. But I know. But I don't know a lot. But I know that whoever it is, shouldn't you guys go with them?
And Bev is looking to Arata and Seeker.
What, are you saying you can't trust us to do this? Come on, Bevin, when have we let you down before?
We have good reasons for who is going where.
I think for all are trying to help keep an eye on Bev, we failed to take one very important thing into consideration. Bev. Arata kind of gets kind of squats in front of Bevin.
They take a half step back, but they still stand there.
And yeah, she's not getting too close, but she is giving Bevin some space, and she has given them a pretty I can't words a pretty serious look, like you answer to her, she will take it into serious consideration. And she goes, Bevin, first of all, I am really, really sorry about yelling. Second, it's okay to be scared. We, and she gestures to the party, came up with a plan where Seeker and I would take you someplace that would be safe if something bad happened.
My place, if that helps any.
But I want to know how you feel. If you want us to take you there. Because, again, I do understand the importance of keeping a plan so that nothing happens. And I'm not really glad about you guys not telling us, because I get it. I get it. The thing is, and she takes it and she goes, I'm pretty sure I can speak for everyone when I say that we're all worried about whatever's going to happen next, and we just want to make sure you're okay. But you have to be straightforward with us. Do you want to come with us? Or do you want to go with the others? With the plan that you had before we showed up?
Zone of Truth is still in effect. 10 minutes is the duration.
I
Is there something else you want to do?
I want to go with you guys. I want all of us to go. I know it isn't safe, but this all. I know you said it's not my fault, but I want to help fix it.
And they're starting to tear up.
That's a very admirable thing.
Bevin, he will kill you. We have something of his. We found... Mitmat found. Part of your father. The arm, specifically. And Nakabe did that.
If you come with us, you have to agree to make sure that... Let us protect you, Bev.
You are his primary target.
At least one of us has to be with you at all times.
They just look confused, worried, scared. But it's funny that you mention a certain someone. You feel something brush by your leg, Professor.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mitmat.
Mitmat!
There you are.
And all they do is they point to Bev, and then they grab something that's around their neck. It's the key. And then they point to themselves.
Huh.
Matt, are you saying you want to go to Ellipsis with Bevin?
Mitmat nods. Meanwhile, Emmer in the background. Yeah, I don't know where the kid came from.
Oh my god.
They were the one navigating though.
Oh my god. The professor just turns around and says, "Don't worry about it."
Okay. They're one hell of a driver.
Oh god.
You let them drive?
No, I mean a little. God, I don't know how to drive. They just taught me how to drive.
The professor runs his hands through his hair. Okay. May I propose a compromise plan?
Mitmat does one blink.
Mm-hmm. Bevin, I propose that you go with Mitmat to this secure location. And you stay there until one of us comes back, because then it'll be safe. Arata and Seeker will come with us, and he glances over, like, the rest of the party, like...
Can I just mention that we have a car, we could just drop them off? We have a car, we could make a pit stop.
Damn. Big brain.
Do you think... Hang on now. Do you think I trust these people? And he gestures at, like, the remaining, like, troop members. With my machine?
We don't have to bring them!
That's
I
okay.
mostly meant Bevin.
The car! Yes, the car!
I never said they didn't have to come in the car, but what I'm proposing is they stay there while we go and rescue Annie. And the rest of you lot can just shove off.
Lily looks aghast. The twins kind of hang their head. Honestly, Ruffles looks fucking defeated.
What?
They literally were told none of this. They were just making the food.
Man.
No, like, Oatmeal, what I'm trying to get across is that we have a car. We could take Mitmat, we could take Bevin, make a pit stop, and then go to Nakabe's house.
Yes, I realize that.
We don't have to take anybody else. We don't have to show them shit.
No, yeah.
Well, I guess we'd show Emmer, but...
No, I agree. I agree. Sorry, I did not, the professor did not get it initially, but yes, I understand what you're proposing now, yeah.
It's okay.
Anyway. The professor looks to, Bevin and says, "Does this sound better?"
Bev has a bit of a frown, but they nod.
Now, Bevin, are you going to stay in my home and not follow us?
And then Mitmat kind of goes over and kind of tugs on their skirt. What? and Mitmat just stares and stares.
Okay, I won't follow.
The professor holds out his hand and extends his pinky.
Oh.
Oh boy.
No, I can't. I don't.
I could
don't
just
want
leave
to.
blocks with them just to make sure.
You what?
I could leave box with them just to make sure.
Genie.
Oh.
Well, the professor puts his hand down and nods, understandable. But, well, then, can you give me a regular promise? Dear?
Now their eyes are kind of full of tears.
Mm-hmm. Can...
I promise.
They seem very upset about it.
Mm-hmm. He offers them a hug? Because they seem like they need one?
They're gonna take the hug.
Okay, yeah.
And you are going to feel this small child do the biggest squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm feeling a group hug.
Yeah, Sammy nods to that, and they basically just yeet themselves to the professor's side and give Bevin a very big squeeze and a kiss to the forehead.
Arata's on the other side.
Do a big hug.
And it's very sweet. And then Emma goes, Okay, are we good? Are we going? Let's kick this guy's ass.
I have healed boots. I am going to kick his ass.
Yeah, I'm ready. Ever seems fired up.
Nice.
Let's go.
But also, I hope one of you knows how to go there because Mitmat was the GPS. So.
What, to the... Oh, well, to the ellipsis? The professor knows that, and then, to the...
No, to his house.
Well, Amber would know.
Oh, yeah, I can lead.
Neat. Alright. Good. He gets out of the driver's seat. He's like, oh, I'm not driving anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you can drive, right? As he points to the professor.
Oh, absolutely, I can drive.
God.
Yeah, he gets he gets in the car. Before he does though, he holds his hand out to take Bevin's hand if they will. Let him.
They're very hesitant, but they do.
I want you to remember what I said. We love you.
We do.
We always will.
Also, Bevin, be prepared just in case this car decides to go ping-ponging along the side of the street.
I have a bad history with cars.
Listen.
Are we blaming the car or the, who was driving at the time?
I'm blaming the car.
Hey, the car is pretty good.
The professor just glares at Ember. Don't undermine me. You can't drive.
I would like to say though, as you guys all make your way to the car, Connie does trot along, and goes,
would I be allowed to go as well?
To where? Which place?
To that man's house.
Ah.
Thanks, Connie. Did you know about this?
All I know is that Plant is mixed up with that terrible man. And I need to get to the bottom of it.
That is true. I don't see any reason why not.
What makes Connie if it turns out that you knew about this?
Can Arata roll insight?
Oh, he can just ask, because Connie... Zone of Truth, man. Connie is still...
I thought Zone of Truth was like a set, area.
It's 15 feet around the professor.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
sure, you guys are close together. It's
Okay.
neat.
I will tell you the truth. I only knew that something was to happen. I did not know specifically what. And in fact, if it weren't for Plant, or rather, to look out for Plant, I would be with the doctor.
You can now see, you can pan over the doctor. The doctor actually looks very angry.
Oh.
Yeah, these two were also not informed.
Ah.
And
You see Sammy relax.
but she is pointedly glaring at the others who are sweating.
Yeah,
Yes, good.
the professor's eyebrows raise. You didn't know about this either?
No, the only inkling I had is that Plant was involved, and I'm concerned, but also rather intrigued as to how they are related to this Nakabe. And of course, the doctor was in charge of Bevin. But we just didn't think something like this would happen.
No, who would?
Sometimes kids are too smart for their own good.
Both of them nod. Both the doctor and Connie are like, yeah, you know. That's true.
The professor stands, finally, and he says, Doctor, what will you do?
It seems that, your group has it handled. I think I would rather have a particular talking to with these folk, if you do not mind.
She looks deadly
By all
serious.
means, have fun. Have
Oh
fun.
no!
Oh, yeah.
Completely ream them up and down. Go at it. Sammy says, genuinely.
Yeah, the professor gives her a wicked grin.
Nice.
Sounds like a
Give
plan.
them hell.
And but I think with that, everyone is ready to head into the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get
Neato.
into the clown car.
And as we all pile in the clown car, that's going to be the end of part 1.
Boy,
Yeah.
howdy.
But of course, we should probably all say goodbye and good night
Yes.
to our listeners. Thank you very much for playing.
I should have picked up on all the differences. Gosh dang it!
Thank you
I'm
for-
like mildly kicking.
Thank you for Thank you for
Oh, that was so good. Like,
Thank-
that was
So
amazing.
good.
Thank you for DMing, Wick. See everybody in the next
This
episode.
was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye,
All right.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.